Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Like always, like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and hit that notification bell. I don't really do TBR videos anymore, but since I have my TBR till summer, basically, ideally, I'd like to get them all done by May. But realistically, it's probably going to take me till June to read all these books. And the list could change. Like, if I get amped up on Star Trek, I'll just ditch some stuff and read a bunch of Star Trek. Or if I like this James Rollins book I have on my TBR, then I will add more James Rollins to the list. So we're just gonna place them here as we go through them and check them out. And you can see I am business on the top and party on the bottom today. You can see a little bit of my pajama on. But anyways, I just did my review for The Hunt for Red October. You probably have seen it by the time this video comes out, and I'll probably be done with Red Winter by the time this video comes out. So this is, you know, of course, first on my TBR till summer. I'm just gonna set those over there. Anyways, so let's get going here. I got quite a few to go through because I am being quite ambitious, and if I don't get through all of these, you know, it's not a big deal. So first up is James Rollins' Sandstorm. I've heard good things. One of the viewers, Blade Breaks, he opens up sports cards on his channel. He recommended this to me on my Tom Clancy Red Rabbit post, and I read the summary of the series and stuff. So it sounds pretty awesome, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be reading, you know, the second, third, and possibly the fourth one in place of some of these others. Basically, the bottom of the stack could be shifted, you know, further into the summer, if you know what I mean. I have to sacrifice something, so we're gonna put that right there. I'm gonna try to keep my TBR in order. And then we have On Basilisk Station by David Weber. Again, if I enjoy this one and I want to read the second and third one, things might shift, but I think I'll be fine. I'll read this one and then get into the rest, you know, during the summer. But I've heard good things about this one. I also want to start his other series, but the summaries of these books caught more of my attention than the other one I was looking to get into. So that's what it is. Okay, and then you're wondering where Star Trek's at. Well, it's not far because it's here. I have the first two books. I think it's like a 4-book series. We have The Lost Years and A Flag Full of Stars. Just look at those covers. I mean, come on. That's just beautiful. It's amazing. It's everything you want in a Star Trek cover. I still love Star Trek the best. Nothing's going to surpass it. But I read a lot of Star Trek. I've read 29 Star Trek books since, you know, November 2025. And actually on that TBR, On Basilisk Station is supposed to go after those 2 Star Trek books. But, you know, I can switch it up. And then after that, we have, continuing on the Corpse series, I need to get a short review of A Call to Arms, the second book, because I realized I didn't do that review. But there is a review for Simplify. I did not like Simplify. But I did like the second book. It's too bad I don't remember much of it. But I'll just do a little bit of a review. W.B. Griffin, he's a great writer. So if you haven't checked him out, you should. A good military fiction writer. And then we're probably going to get back into Star Wars. Now, a little thing about this one, I did read it, and I hated it. But I think at the time I was just too distracted, and I wasn't into it at all. So I'm going to reread it and see what happens. You know, I want to give it a fair chance because the first time it was cool. I'm sorry. Then after that, we're getting back into Tom Clancy, Cardinal and the Kremlin. I'm probably going to replace this one with a newer one by the time I get to it. Not even gonna lie, this one too. And then Clear and Present Danger. I mean, I want fresh when I read it. So I'm pretty sure those are the next 2 after Red Winter. But now I'm questioning myself, so now I gotta go check. Oh, where's it at? It's in the screenshots. So y'all could just watch me check it. Somebody's trying to sell me a basketball card. I'm not buying. Okay, let's see. Yes, Cardinal and the Kremlin and Clear and Present Danger. And then Sum of All Fears. So, just making sure. Okay, and then after that is more Star Trek. We're continuing on the Litverse list. if you want the list, just let me know. I'm happy to give it to you in the comments at all the time. So we have Next Generation Death and Winter, Next Generation Resistance, which you'll find reviews for both of these books by the wife on the channel because she's read them both. Yeah, she started in a wacky order for that. I told her not to do it that way. She didn't listen. And then we're going to get to W.B. Griffin's Battleground. This will be the 4th book in the Corpse series. Like I said, they're fun military fiction books, and the main character is just he's an egotistical turd. So we're seeing, he does get a little bit growing up by the 2nd book, so we'll see what happens by the 3rd. And then we're going to finish off the original 7 of the X-Wing series with Iron Fist and Solo Command. You know, so I'm pretty excited for those. Well, we'll see. You know, I don't know. Raid Squadron hurt me. And then we have The Vision by Dean Koontz. I've been missing Dean Koontz, one of my favorite authors. I may pick up some of his newer work and add it to the TBR so things could shift. But I've never read this one. I've heard mixed reviews on it, so we're gonna check it out and see what happens. Then we have some nonfiction, some church history. I'm into it. I love church history. Western Society and the Church in the Middle Ages by R.W. Southern. So, pretty amped for that. And then we got more Star Trek. What would you know? We got The Next Generation, Foreign Foes. I closed my eyes and did like that on my shelf, and this is the one I landed on. And just look at that beautiful cover. Got some Troy, some Riker, some Worf. I'm loving it. I'm loving every second. And then another Peter David book, The Rift. Look at that cover. It's beautiful. It's everything you want, and a Star Trek cover. And then finally getting back to some more Timothy Zahn on a standalone here. I love this Thrawn trilogy. It was some of my favorite reading since I started reading in November 2024, or whenever I started reading, October 2025. Super excited to get to this one. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. I've heard good things about it. And then, let me move Boo. More Star Trek, of course. Continuing in the Litverse, we have Rising Sun and Unity. We got some Ro Laren there on the Unity cover. S.D. Perry is a phenomenal writer. Her 2 Avatar books were just extremely amazing. So, I know it's going to be good. And then, and these next 3 are the ones that could get taken off. Even those 2 Star Trek books, if I decide to, you know, these are the ones, those 2 and these next 3 are the ones that are going to get bumped down the list. So we have an indie book here, Wings of Honor. I'm going to give it a shot. If I don't like it, I'll just DNF it. But it looks, by the looks of that awesome cover, I'm thinking I'm going to like it. So, you know. And then we're probably going to read the 2nd book to the Land of the Black Sun trilogy. Geez, these books are crazy. That first one was nuts. Doomsday Recon, the review is on the channel. It was an amazing book. I loved it. And I'm hoping this one, you know, it's still fresh in my head. It was just such a crazy ride. And then to end the spree, we're going to read something totally off the wall. It is a reread, but man, do I enjoy this guy's ideas. Think of him how you want. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. A lot of people hate him for the things he's discovered. A lot of people call him a fraud. I don't know what you would call this, fiction or nonfiction or some fine line in between. But, you know, if you got an open mind, it's interesting the things that he comes up with. So, well, like I said, that could be taken off the list completely because I have other things that I want to, I may want to read. If I like that James Rowlands book, I'm going to want to read the 2nd and 3rd pretty quickly. If I get into a Tom Clancy kick, I'm going to want to read, you know, more Jack Ryan universe. If I get on a Star Trek kick, well, y'all have seen what happens there. So that is my TBR Till Summer video. Can we even accomplish it by June? That's the question. I don't know. I know summer book trek starts too, but I read Star Trek every month, so I think I'm good on that. I'm gonna definitely do it, participate, and read lots of Star Trek. September is going to be another just probably straight up Star Trek month. We'll see. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a Star Trek month. So I got to read a lot of non-Star Trek till then. That's the video today, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below. Later.